As a family doctor, I see patients of all ages with sports injuries and repetitive use problems. I'm Dr. Tom Archie, and I'd like to introduce you to the Class 4 cold laser. I often combine laser with acupuncture and physical therapy to enhance the healing of sore tendons, ligaments, and joints. Research indicates the Class 4 cold laser may speed recovery from concussion as well. It's safe and innovative. Visit us at innerhealthmd.com or call 208-578-4550. Family medicine like it used to be, affordable, personal, and looking to the future.
Welcome to the Board Bin. Since 1988, the Board Bin has been supporting Sideways Sports with the best selection of snow and skateboards in Idaho. We have a great variety of rental packages of top quality to choose from, and so much more. The hottest in snow sports, fashion, a women's boutique, an extensive shoe collection, a kids department, and even bathing suits. The Board Bin. Fun in the sun, fun in the snow, gifts for the entire family.
Ion Sun Valley's Athlete of the Week is brought to you by State Farm Insurance. Patrick Buchanan, agent.
I'm Michael David with Ion Sun Valley Sports, and it's my good fortune to be joined by our Athlete of the Week, Community School Senior, Henry Cherp. Henry, congratulations. Thanks for being with us.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me.
Well, I've been wanting to get you on here because you're a year-round adventure athlete right in the middle of kayaking, paddling season. Tell us a little bit about how you get into kayaking. That's a sport where you don't just jump in the river your first time and go, right?
Yeah, for sure. No, I mean the river's pretty dangerous out there sometimes, especially when you're getting into like a bunch of Class 5 water.
The water's powerful.
Yeah,
right. So
the river will take you where it wants to take you.
Right.
Yeah.
So did you start out in a pool, or how does that happen?
Yeah. I started out in a pool. I first learned how to roll sometime in middle school. I kind of forget.
Right.
And then once I started to roll, then it's just all about getting on that progression, starting on some lower class water and getting comfortable, and then slowly building up. It's just something where I think it's more of a sport where you really want to think about taking your time and really, getting a slow progression going, so you have all the solid skills that you need when you need them.
But you're doing this. You're going down the river before you have your driver's license, even, right? Like operating a vehicle.
Yeah, exactly. Well, just like anything else that all the young folk are into, we like to go for it. So there's always that factor, but it's always definitely in the back of my head. Like the river can get pretty gnarly, so you always want to keep that in mind.
So you talked a little bit about the class, starting off with lower class. Tell us that for those of us that don't understand, we might hear of Class 3, Class 4.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, I think they say like Class 1 is flat water, like nothing, and then Class 2 is some ripples, and then Class 3 is kind of when you start to get into like the white water, where there's some obstacles that require some sort of maneuvering, but not really like the risk factor is pretty low.
Okay, and so then Class 4 is when it starts.
Class 4 is kind of similar to Class 5. Maybe whitewater features are a little bit bigger.
Okay.
And obstacles are a little bit more obvious, and risk becomes a factor.
Right. And so around here, staying in Idaho, you're now at a point where you're seeking out Class 4, Class 5. Is that what you do?
For sure. Yeah, for sure. And then, because once you get to Class 5, that's when it gets fun.
Right.
Yeah. But then, and then you got Class 5 that's kind of like at the top of the top of the level.
Yeah,
Once you're there, it gets pretty good.
It's dangerous though. Right? Describe to us a little bit about kind of your mindset, that the fact that the fear factor, how when you get in the water and go.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, like when I think most of my buddies that I like, some of my close friends are really like, they think it's nuts and like that like the whole water situation is like really scary. Like a lot of people don't really associate with water that well. You know, they get scared.
Well, yeah, it's a powerful thing.
And especially in the river, you know, like when it's moving fast, it gets
But
scary.
do you get nervous when you every time you get a little butterflies?
Well, sometimes I'll get some butterflies, but a lot of times it's like more maybe excitement.
Excitement, yeah. And then you don't do it by yourself, do you?
No.
You go with buddies and.
Yeah. I think that's a big part of the whole boating culture too, and that kind of thing is like getting on the river with all your friends and paddling down,
hooting and hollering.
Exactly.
Exactly. That's fantastic. There's right here we're lucky, right? Close by, we have some pretty incredible water. You talk about chasing the flow and stuff like that. Tell us a little bit about that event that happens in Banks that's pretty world famous.
We're pretty cool. It's pretty cool here. We're like only 2.5 hours from one of the most famous whitewater stretches in the country.
Right. What's the name? That's
the North Fork of the Payette.
Right.
And really, for the most part, like the whole Payette River has really put itself on the map as of the past, like 5 or 6 years.
And there's a specific competition you were talking about, right?
Yeah, there's something called the North Fork Championships that happens up in Banks every year in early June.
Okay, early June when the water flow is high. And is this a regional thing, or is this people from all over?
No, it's crazy. The best boaters in the world are there. So I mean, there are people from France and Spain and
wow, and they all
Canada,
they all flock to little old Banks, Idaho.
The smallest dot on the map.
That's very cool.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know it. It's right in our backyard every June.
Yeah.
We have the most insane whitewater festival in like the world.
That's cool.
It's so cool.
So you do that. You could do that year round, but you're going to be a senior in high school. You're on the soccer team at the community school. You've been close the last few years, and probably realizing your dreams of a state championship. Tell us a little bit about next year, your senior year. How's the team looking?
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm really excited. It's going to be a good year, I think. I'm really stoked to just be able to I'm really familiar with all of the boys on the squad this year.
Yep.
And kind of like where we're all playing and how everyone plays. So
you guys have big plans?
Yeah.
Big goals?
Yeah, exactly. Me and all the boys are talking all the time how we got our eyes on the prize.
Well, maybe we'll have you back on here after you bring home a state championship.
Let's hope.
Like what the Wood River boys did last year.
I know.
It's your guys' turn.
Yeah.
And then once soccer's over and the snow is falling, your next adventure kind of begins, right? Big mountain skiing is a passion of yours. Tell us about that.
I don't know. I mean, like skiing is just, it's like you get me talking about paddling and skiing. It's like the best ever.
Right.
But
are there similarities?
Yeah, I totally see. It's kind of like, I feel like I'm really after the whole adventure sports, extreme sports thing, like getting the thrill and scaring myself all the time. And,
and scaring your mom probably too.
Yeah, I don't tell my mom.
Right.
But I totally do. Like I like to go fast on the hill and go big on the hill, and
same thing going down the
exactly.
river, right? Too.
Pushing my limits and seeing what I can do.
Well, that's fantastic, and obviously you're lucky to live in a place like this where you have access to that, and it's a pretty cool thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, thanks for being with us. It's great to hear about all these adventures.
Yeah, thanks, Mike. Thanks for having me.
It's our pleasure. My guest has been Henry Cherp, adventure athlete. I'm Michael David with Eye on Sun Valley Sports, keeping my eye on Wood River Valley sports and Wood River Valley paddlers for you. We'll be back after this message. Thanks for watching.
Eye on Sun Valley, daily local news from beautiful Sun Valley, Idaho.